Hello again. Well, one of my viewers sent me a rather interesting little video. I'm going to attach the link. The title is Still Report number 281. Is Obama a Sunni? A what? A Sunni? Well, if you've been a regular viewer of mine, I can't even count how many times I've said exactly that. This video makes it very clear that that in fact is who he is in Obama's own words. Yeah, his father, if that was his father, was a Sunni. Obama said that he was raised in a mosque until the age of 11. You know, those formative years. How many times have I said that there's a mosque in the White House? That's why all the visits to the White House have been canceled. That's why the crews, the construction crews that built the mosque in the White House had no identifying marks on any of the equipment used to build the mosque. Yeah, so now you got the Secretary of State, John Kerry, he's saying that Iran wants to help try to drive back the ISIS. Well, at the same time, Obama funded the ISIS, you know, the rebel freedom fighters, the Al-Qaeda, when they're battling and still are battling in Syria. Those weapons that they're using to slaughter all of those innocent people in Iraq, well, I guess who gave them to them? And if you remember, the maverick, Johnny McCain, the lame brain from the Hanoi Hilton, what did he do? He wanted to give them more equipment. But they don't need more because Obama's giving them all they can handle. Now, what this video that I just made reference to also says is that ISA has captured 3, they look like Black Hawk helicopters. And they've got like 15 tanks that they're cruising around in, tanks that belong to us that we gave to the Iraqis. And they've got, I don't know how many Humvees, just tons and tons of Humvees. And what he said is that they should be taken out like immediately, and I sort of agree. But as far as the Secretary of State's concerned, now, if you're aware of this, he has a new son-in-law, and his son-in-law is Iranian. Now, the Iranian group that controls Iran, they're Shiites. Shiites. And the ISA group are the same thing as Obama. They're Sunnis. And Obama's got himself into a real awkward position here because we know that he supports the Sunnis. He always has. Always has. You know who else was a Sunni? Well, who else is a Sunni? King Abdullah! He's also a Sunni. Bin Laden, Sunni. Sunni, 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 Sunni! Malcolm X, Sunni! Does that sort of give you a clue as to what's going on here? Now, the United States, instead of asking Israel for help, they're talking about cutting a deal with enemies of America that have sworn on the destruction of Israel. And, oh, by the way, on the destruction of America. I mean, this is nuts. You want to take a look at this video? I've attached it. Title again, Still Report. Still is the guy's name that did the report. It's number 281. Is Obama a Sunni? Absolutely! It's crazy, folks. I don't understand why the Sergeant of Arms doesn't tell the Speaker that he's going to drag that floppy-eared monster out of the Oval Office, arrest him, try him, and if found guilty, execute him. Oh, I do know why. I do know why. The Sergeant of Arms is the only one that can arrest the President of the United States. Unfortunately, the President of the United States put the Sergeant of Arms in as Sergeant of Arms. Oh, get it?